Be interesting to see how round this comes out. I think the previous prints have been coming out a little bit oval. I have just adjusted the sort of E steps for the X and Y a bit to get the size a bit more accurate, hopefully anyway. Here I am in Marlin, config.h file, and here are some of the values I've changed here. Default access steps per unit. 200 is the number of sort of pulses it takes to do revolution, 16 microsteps. This is the belt pitch. This is how many teeth are on a pulley. I was using 5 millimeter. This is what I was using down here. But it seemed to give 2 millimeters more and 2 on 100 millimeter size in both X and Y. So I tried a few different settings. 5.1 seems to give a pretty accurate setting. It might still need a bit tweaking. I think, it seems you got 5.1. I imagine you can do things like 5.15. My drive timing belts are sort of quite old, so they might have stretched a bit over time. That's why I might need 5.1. When you upload this, you need to ask the LCD 12864 to load the defaults. I always say load defaults and then store those values to get that to work. But basically that has helped. It's 1 hour and 42 minutes into this print now. Just the light a bit. You'll probably see some of the teeth of the sort of ratchet. So this is the pawl sort of thing. This latches onto those teeth and then you push it in and out. This is supposed to have a spring on this, but it hasn't come out totally well. And here is sort of the outside. This is where that pawl would go in. There's supposed to be a hole in there. And here's a spring. This does latch onto a peg inside here. I don't know if it's latched on properly. This sort of, this sort of like tooth here slots into a slot that will be on the top of here. You might be able to see how oval that sort of looks. Looks more oval than it is, I think. So this might need a bit more tweaking, this XY carriage. We'll have to see how well it comes out. So bolt's going to go into there. This spring will wind up. You'll press the pawl and that will unhook the teeth and it'll unwind basically. That's the basic idea. This is only prototyping. I doubt if this spring will be anywhere near powerful enough to kickstart a model diesel engine. And this will all have to probably be printed again, because as I say, that's oval. I'll have to try and get printed round. A bit more tweaking on the XY settings, I think. So about 1 hour 50 minutes into this print now. 1 hour 50 minutes. Probably got about another hour to go yet. I'm going to pause the video again just now. Well, it's finished. 2 hours 8 minutes. Bed's had a chance to cool down. See the skirts come off. It's been a bit awkward, but that's good in my opinion. Oops. So hopefully you can see those like teeth on there to latch on, and this is like a slot for the clockwork spring to go into. So you gradually turn it around looking on the pawl and then release the pawl and should spin round. This is so that the spinner or the nut on the propeller can go in there. That's got supports on. Looks pretty round. Calipers. That's can we see that? Yeah, 43. 43.6, that's pretty good, I think. 43.3. This does have a little bit of an edge on there that could possibly be sanded down, but that looks, does it even look round? Yeah, I think it does. Quite a good print, bit of roughness just here. Just down sort of here on this corner. It's come out pretty good. Basically this goes in there, obviously latches onto this spring. I need to get this spring hooked on this peg that's on this body and get the push button pin in here as well if I can try it out, but this never ever printed out totally round. Put that on there. Can we Can we see that? It's only about a millimetre or two out, by the way. I'm not sure if that slot is wide enough really for this like lip thing that is on this spring. I'll have to have a look at this, see what I think.